It's the smallest Peugeot available for purchase. Regretfully, Peugeot has given up on the city vehicle market with the 108. Since the middle of 2019, there has been a generation of 208. It took the place of a vehicle also known as a 208, since Peugeot realized it would eventually run out of numbers with the 206 and 207. It is based on the same platform as the 2008 crossover from Peugeot, the Vauxhall Corsa, and the DS3 Crossback. Midway through 2024, it had a facelift that increased its LED tasticity by 37%. There are new LED light clusters up front and in the back, more color-coded vanes in the grille, and running lights shaped like claws that now dominate the car's cheery cheeks. It's among the most attractive and dashing Superminus available. Peugeot must be relieved to be producing one of those rare tiny cars where you could still identify it as a Peugeot even if you covered up the badge, given the abundance of drab-looking Chinese runabouts that are arriving. Which, come to think of it, was just redesigned as well. 37% more exciting than before. There are two brand new semi-electric hybrid engines under the hood. They cannot be charged by plugging in. If you prefer, you should check out our whole review of the all-electric E208 at this link. Here, we'll focus on the combustion models, which are still quite well-liked. Indeed, the 208 before the makeover was the best-selling vehicle in Europe in 2022. No more diesel vehicles. The hybrids come with 99 brake horsepower and 134 brake horsepower tunes in addition to the previous 74 brake horsepower and 99 brake horsepower petrol motors. Sadly, the 200 horsepower 208 GTI is no longer available. This generation of 208 never had the opportunity to don a striped tracksuit and running shoes. Sadly. It's a good thing that the hybrids only come with automatic gearboxes because shifting with a manual transmission is like whisking coal. Peugeot claims that installing e-boost reduces fuel consumption by 15%, although the exact mileage you get will depend on your location. After all, it's hardly a vehicle designed for speeding down freeways. Yes, however, Peugeot has made an effort to explain things a little bit in the 2024 update. Thus, there are some helpful upgrades, even though the steering wheel is still a little saucer that you have to position very carefully to prevent covering up the digital dials. The center console now has logical shortcut keys, and the touchscreen has widened from 9 to 10 inches across. The drive selector from Vauxhall is also inherited by the automatic gearbox automobiles. Thus, the appearance of a tiny electric razor lying around on the central tube has disappeared. It's all right. If the ride is less rigid than in the heavier E208, choose for Allure with smaller wheels instead of the GT line trim. However, you don't buy a 208 for its precise kinetics. You purchase it because of its sharp creases and switches with sharp teeth. Since Peugeot was mired in the design abyss for so long, we can overlook the mediocre dynamics. It looks amazing and drives fairly well, which is much better than where Peugeot was even 2 generations ago when it came to Superminus. The 208 has undergone a worthwhile makeover, improving its best-in-class appearance and functionally expanding its engine lineup, which wasn't particularly noteworthy previously. Because of the driving position and the developed taste in cabin architecture, driving a car down a road still requires some adjustment, but we prefer living in a world where the French continue to make daring and purposefully unique design choices, even in everyday Superminus.